All right, Johan. It's nice to finally meet you, man.
Me too.
Yeah. So you're going to be hosting the chess competition at FitFest coming up this weekend. What exactly is it called again?
It's just a chess simul.
Okay, awesome. What is it? I looked up the word simul. I think I forgot what it means. What does that word mean again?
It's basically when one player plays multiple players at the same time. So
Oh,
simultaneous.
wow. Oh, I get it. Wow, that's pretty awesome. All right, so tell me, how long have you been playing chess, and like, what's your connection to the chess community?
I've been playing chess since I was a teenager, so since high school. And I guess my connection to me, I've played in a lot of tournaments, and I've attended a lot of tournaments for the kids, and uh, and now I'm running the tournaments for the kids too.
That's awesome. So there's a pretty big chess community. Like, do you teach chess as well?
I teach chess, I play chess, I run chess tournaments.
That's awesome.
Anything chess, I'm involved.
So you mentioned in the simul that it's going to be one person who's going to be playing against a lot of different people. Is that usually how chess tournaments work, or what other kind of chess tournaments are there?
No, tournament is very different. In a tournament, you have lots of people playing lots of people, and
Okay.
and basically, uh, everybody plays a bunch of games, and they add up their scores at the end to see who's the winner.
Okay. Awesome. Are there divisions, or how does it get separated?
Yeah, some tournaments have different sections. Because in chess, there's a lot of varying levels of skill, and so a beginner playing an experienced player will just lose all the time, and an experienced player playing a master will lose all the time,
Okay.
and a master playing a grandmaster will lose all the time. And there's so many gaps between skill levels that it's just not fair or fun to play someone that's much better than you. And so we do separate them up. Uh, and some tournaments will be geared towards the stronger players. Some will be geared towards the beginners. And I tend to gear mine towards the beginner because
Awesome.
I want to attract more people to the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And
So
that's why I want to do this simul. I'm thinking it'll be a lot of fun. If I did a tournaments can take quite a long time.
okay.
But a simul, they're just playing one game unless they want to play again, and they could play again.
Gotcha. So who do we have playing this simul? Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Okay, so I got a couple of guys that I'm gonna have doing it. Instead of just one guy, I'm gonna have two guys. That way we can have more games happening and get them over with faster. That way people aren't there as long.
And
And so,
how good are
so
they?
how good are they? Uh, they're not the strongest players in the world. uh, I didn't want to get people that were super strong at chess. I want there to be a possibility that the random player can come along and actually win. Uh, and so these guys, they are above average. Uh, they will beat most players, and
Gotcha.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win every single game they play on Saturday.
Are these chess locals? I mean, are these Corpus Christi locals?
Yes, they're locals. One of them is a former student of mine. He got about 30 lessons with me, and his his skill level just increased dramatically. He's my most improved in the shortest amount of time student ever, and I'm super proud of him. And I can't wait to see him play, see how he handles playing multiple games at the same time. And
That's
and
that's
then this other guy is actually another chess teacher, and he's an older man. He's been around for a while, and he's done this before. He's done simuls before. So good luck beating him.
yeah. Now this event, is it open? It's open to both kids and adults, correct?
Yeah, anyone can play. Uh, it's only a $5 entry. Uh, I'm trying to I'm just trying to get people to come play. I just want to make it fun, and I'm giving away some very large trophies to anyone who manages to get a win.
Oh, that's awesome. What's the youngest that you teach?
The youngest I've taught is 3 years old.
Wow, a 3-year-old
Yeah.
can play chess?
A 3-year-old can play if they like it, if they think it's fun, and they'll pay attention long enough to learn the rules, they can play it.
That's freaking cool. That's so awesome, dude.
Yep.
What's I mean, you've been playing since you were a teenager, so I'm assuming you're pretty good. But I mean, like you said, there's those levels. So like,
Yeah.
what's like the youngest person that you've played against that was just on another level above you?
Pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they get pretty young. Some of these kids, they start playing when they're like 4 or 5 years old, and by the time they're 10, they're chess masters. And
Dang.
I don't know what the world record is for the youngest chess master, but I know it's pretty impressively young.
That's
And,
insanity right
I
there.
think
That's crazy.
the youngest kid to ever beat me, just outright beat me, was like 10 years old.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's embarrassing. Yeah, if you go to a big chess tournament with a bunch of high-ranking players, you're going to see a lot of young kids. You're not going to see a lot of old men.
Really?
When you think about chess, you think about old men, but if you go to a big chess tournament, it's mostly young people.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
wonder myself how much of that is just because the older people are too embarrassed to lose to the kids.
That's a good question. So if somebody wants to take part in this chess simul this weekend, how would they go about it? Is there do they have to like register, or can they just show up?
For this one, I decided they can just show up. I thought about doing an online sign up, but that just makes it confusing for some people. I think it's easier. They can just show up whenever they want, and they could just sign in. And if there's an empty chair, they can go sit down and play.
That's super cool. That's super cool. Like I think that's really awesome. I think chess is a pretty awesome. I guess is it called a sport? I mean, I've read that it's a sport. Do you call it a sport?
I think it's a sport.
I mean, because it sounds like it can be pretty competitive, and especially when you have your ranking levels.
That's an ongoing argument on whether or not chess is a sport.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty awesome. I'm not very good at it. I mean, I played a little bit of chess when I was like in high school just for fun, and I was never really that good at it. But I think that's pretty great. Now, so your chess simul is going to happen this weekend at FitFest at the American Bank Center. Is there anything else that you would like to tell people before we wrap this up?
Bring your A game.